Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA is currently rallying a little bit and reacted to our support zone. This support zone was communicated. We were watching for a reaction there. That's why these boxes are on the charts. Does it mean we necessarily expect a major trend reversal? I'm definitely open to it. However, the market would need to prove it to me. For me, you know, the initial rally was only in 3 waves. Now, you can never really trust the altcoins. Therefore, I am tracking alternatively here a bullish scenario. The yellow count simply shows us how a 5-wave move to the upside would look like. And we need the 5 waves in order to confirm that a wave 2 bottomed on the 5th of August. The first rally here, as you can see, I haven't labeled it, maybe I should. It is simply an ABC structure. And because this is an ABC structure, I need to see the next 5 waves of the next larger degree for a confirmation that really a low has formed in wave 2 on the 5th of August. So we have 3 waves up in wave 1. I've got 3 waves down in wave 2. I mean, yeah, it is a valid 1-2 setup, and it did even hold above the 78.6 retracement. But because the wave 1 is in 3 waves, I'm not going to trust it until at the very least we get a viable 3rd wave. And the very first step for a viable 3rd wave in yellow to the upside would be a break above the 37.8 cent level. That's the 78.6 retracement of this decline. Okay, and that would potentially shift probabilities towards the yellow count, but really the 3rd wave needs to reach the 1.38 extension of the first 1-2 setup, then it needs to hold a 4th wave support. And if we get these 5 waves, I mean, that would be huge. But I don't trust it, and I want to see it before I believe it, right? It's that's what we need to see from an analysis point of view to confirm that wave 2 bottomed on the 5th of August. Until then, I prefer the white wave count, at least until we break above resistance. So there are a couple of ways how this could play out. Either this is a 1-2-1-2 setup to the downside. Then obviously the price shouldn't even get to 37.8 cents because the invalidation point for the 1-2-1-2 setup is here. The 29th of August high at 36.8 cents. However, you could still go with a larger 1-2. I haven't labeled this specifically, or the chart will get too complex. So as I always say, the microstructures are not so important. What is much more meaningful is the fib levels. Okay, the fib levels, you see the price reacted to micro support and now it's on its way possibly to resistance. But bear in mind, if this is really here, this micro wave 2 in the white wave count, it might not even get to the resistance area. Okay, so that's important to recognize that if the next move down is a 3rd wave, it should accelerate quite a bit to the downside. So that's definitely something to be aware of. And any break below the intra-week, so this week's low anyway, the Tuesday low at 30.5 cents, that should send it down in the 3rd wave, a third of a 3rd wave. And this is also, yeah, I mean, I'm just tracking the micro here. I mean, it might lead to invalidation of the larger wave 2 here, this larger bullish scenario. But for me, the microstructure is currently telling the story. You know, this is where this is really where it's told, right? So that's why I don't really care so much about the larger, bigger picture. What really matters now is, can the bulls break above resistance? And then we can, you know, if we get some clarity, we can see if the bulls can still turn it around, or if it's likely going to go to invalidation. So for example, if it keeps on going, only if it breaks, if it holds above 22 cents, I can still call that a wave 2 correction, but it will then reduce in likelihood because, as I said to you before, the larger bullish cycle on this chart will reduce in likelihood with a sustained break below 29 cents. So it's a pretty pivotal spot here at the moment. Someone asked me in the previous videos why I am covering ADA so often, even though I'm so bearish on it. I mean, it's still one of the coins that has a more bullish structure than many others. 99% of the altcoins, I'm not even showing you the disasters. And I would say more than 90%, yeah, of altcoins are simple disaster charts. The ones where we can recognize the microstructures well, they are worth covering, whether it's up or down or sideways. Traders can, you know, if a trader knows how to trade, traders can make money in each direction, right? So I don't care if it's bullish or bearish. What really matters is, can we recognize the parameters? Yeah, that's the problem. You know, many charts don't give us these parameters, not even on the microstructure, but ADA does. So That's how we see ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.